name is Olivia Mata, and I'm going to be doing my integrated case analysis on the Coca Cola Company. So I'm going to start out by giving a brief case overview and introduction of the company. Then I'm going to go into the human relations theory, communications issues, intercultural theory, ethics, and then we'll wrap it up. So Coca-Cola is a beverage that is known and recognized worldwide. There's probably not one person that you'll ever come across that has never heard of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola did start out in Atlanta, Georgia, but it has also quickly expanded and branched out to other countries in the world. They have been able to master a taste that has been the key factor driving to its success. So Coca-Cola is a very successful company, but it didn't happen overnight. So we're going to start out. Their mission is to refresh the world in mind, body, and spirit, to inspire moments of optimism and happiness throughout brands and actions, and to create value and make a difference. Coca-Cola's vision serves as their framework for their roadmap and guides every aspect of the business by describing what they need to accomplish in order to achieve sustainable quality growth. Coca-Cola's organizational structure can be looked at as more of a horizontal organization because of the multiple brands and their continuance to branch out into other various parts of the world geographically. They do have headquarters in Europe, Asia, Africa, and Latin America. So our first theory that we're going to be talking about is the human relation theory, and we're going to be discussing our first example of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. As you all know, Maslow's hierarchy, it's a pyramid that shows us what's the most important, being on the bottom, which is our physiological, which is our hunger and thirst. And Coca-Cola, they obviously do provide the beverage that quenches our thirst, but they also give back to the community in other countries as well. There was an article on Coca-Cola's website of how they took action in African American famine relief and resilience efforts. They contributed more than $1.2 million in cash and in-kind donations to immediate relief and efforts, and they allocated another $9.6 million to community resilience and strengthening programs through its RAIN program. Their humanitarian assistance helps aid more than 1.4 million children that are severely malnourished. For our safety needs, Coca-Cola prides its success on working to ensure the safety of their workers, visions to their operations, and the public. They believe that a safe and healthy workplace is a basic right of every person and as well as a business expectation. The workplace rights policy states that we take responsibility for maintaining a productive workplace in every part of our company by doing what we can to minimize the risk of accidents, injury, and exposure to health hazards for all of our associates and contractors. Coca-Cola is very dedicated to making sure that they are providing a safe and secure work environment for their employees. Next up would be our social needs. Coca-Cola's social needs can be displayed through their humanitarian efforts and also by providing for their employees, making sure that they are taken care of and protected. For esteemed needs, Coca-Cola would not have gotten the reputation or recognition if it did not take care of its people first internally. A company cannot succeed on its own. It needs a team, and Coca-Cola has made sure to always make their team happy. They mention on their website how they make sure that their compensation and benefits packages are among the best in the world for its employees. And then finally, the self-actualization, which is at the top of the pyramid. This applies to Coca-Cola because they trust their employees, take care of them, reward them, and encourage them to continue development. Coca-Cola is also very aware of its community and always willing to lend a hand and support. The next example is McGregor's Theory Y assumptions. Theory Y assumptions, he states that under the right conditions, work can be as natural as play. Workers are ambitious and prefer self-direction. Workers seek responsibility and feel rewarded through their achievements. Workers are self-motivated and require little direct supervision. And workers are creative and capable of organizational activity. Coca-Cola strives to have these as being the face of their company and product. They are creative with their product and marketing campaigns. They also want people who are self-motivated, ambitious, and they reward their employees for their achievements. And then the last example for that would be Herzberg's motivation hygiene theory. It discusses how there are two factors that increase motivation. Um, Hygiene factors are those necessary for health, which includes good pay and benefits, understandable organizational policies, and effective technical supervision. And the second includes responsibility, challenging work, opportunity to advance, and recognition for distinctive performance. Coca Cola definitely has both of these factors, which helps increase motivation for its employees. Um, like I mentioned before, they do provide one of the best pay and compensation packages among the world. And they also do use a peak performance system, which provides a variety of programs that provide opportunities for high performers and helps discuss development, movements, and continued successions. Moving on to communications issues. Communication is very important to everything that we do today. You must have good communication, especially with those when you are communicating with others from different countries and have a different culture and language. Coca-Cola prides itself on its diversity, which is the main reason why it is globally known and recognized. Next would be the time. Time is very important to every person in every business. We can never go back in time, and once it's lost, we can't get it back. So Coca-Cola is a global brand, which can make it seem difficult on how they manage their time, but because they are so diversified in other countries, and in 2017, they had over 62,000 employees worldwide, they have a better concept of being able to manage their time and making sure that it is used effectively. And teamwork. Coca-Cola would not have gotten where they are today if they did not have a good team in place. There is no business, there is no person that can stand on their own. We need a team behind us, supporting us and helping us continue grow. And that's what Coca-Cola is also focused on, having diverse, dedicated, self-motivated, creative, and hardworking employees to be a part of their team that helps drive their continuing success. They are very passionate about its brand and product, and that you can see how it carries down to its employees. For intercultural relationships, it's looked at as the communication exchanges between people whose cultural perceptions and symbol must be managed to make sure that effective communication is present. Because Coca-Cola is recognized globally, you can say that their methods are very strong. They don't only participate in events here, but they're also very proactive in other countries around the world. They have a global diversity mission in which they see diversity as more than just policies and practices. They say, as a global business, our ability to understand, embrace, and operate in a multicultural world, both in the marketplace and the workplace. So for barriers, because Coca-Cola is so widespread across the world, culture and language barriers are things that they might have some difficulty with. Perceptual disparities, selective perceptions, which can send the wrong message or cause confusing or conflicting opinions. Since there is a difference in cultures, what might be acceptable here in the U.S. might not be taken or comprehended in the same way, for example, as in China. There's also language similarity, which researchers believe that language shapes reality, and the fact that language barriers can impact the message that's trying to be sent to the public and consumers. So, overcoming these barriers, Coca-Cola has found a way to get through it and persevere and continue its success. Since it is so globally diverse, it has been one of its biggest strengths in maintaining its status and global recognition. Ethics. According to Coca-Cola's company website, they state that we are committed to building an ethical business culture throughout the entire Coca-Cola system. To ensure we conduct our business with honesty and integrity, our starting point is to comply with all anti-corruption laws of every country in which we operate. So for categorical imperative, it refers to that there are universal absolutes regarding what is or not ethical. For Coca-Cola, it applies to their code of business conduct, anti-corruption policy, compliance program, ethics codes and principles for non-employee directors, ethical conduct administration, and ethics line. For utilitarianism, it looks at their collective happiness, which is pretty clear to say because Coca-Cola makes sure that their employees are happy by making sure that they get rewards and recognition, but also to their consumers, that they are enjoying a product that is satisfying. And then for veil of ignorance, it refers to decisions that should be made with no consideration of political, financial, or role influence. Coca-Cola has its own team that makes sure that they are making and taking ethical and sound decisions. They don't base their actions off of political or financial gain, but for the overall gain and happiness of its consumers. So overall, we learn of how great and diverse of a company Coca Cola is. It's made its way to the top of the market, but it didn't do so on its own. They pride themselves in having a team of hardworking, creative, motivated employees and are always looking to help the company grow. Coca-Cola gives back to its community, not just in the US, but in other countries. They don't let their success hinder their ethics, and they have a strong foundation and pride themselves in continue to building and grow their company by it. They have created a great product that is recognized and loved by many all around the world. Thank you.